Hello everyone and welcome back to Elohim Eternal. Alright, so I think in this episode we're finally gonna leave Jericho. Oh, this kid again. Oh, it's you again. You're still here. The sacrificial ceremony is over. Shouldn't you go back to, Academus? Training's been suspended in the Academus because of a bridge to Mount Sinai being built. It'll start again next month, probably. Besides, I like it here, and being around judges can only be a good thing for me. What about your home? I don't really have a home. My mother left my father soon after I was born. I have no clue who she is or where she went. She left? I don't know, my father never told me. And where's your father now? He's no longer with us. I see. I'm sorry, Evie. It's okay. You said you lost your father too, right? In the war? That's right. It breaks my heart every day. He was a great man, strict at times, but he taught me so much growing up. My father was a judge too. Well, sort of. A week after he was made a judge, he caught a sickness. The prophet said it was something in his chest. In the end, he could barely breathe. That's terrible, Evie. Kids make fun of me about it. They say I could never be a judge because my family is too weak. That even if I became a judge, I'd only end up like my father because the consecrators have cursed our family. Children can be cruel, but none of that is true. You aren't weak, and the consecrators don't curse their own. One day you will show them all who you are and what you're capable of, and make your father proud. You think so? I live with my aunt and uncle, but they don't seem to care about me much. Not where I go or what I'm doing. I was lucky the Academus accepted me, and they are lucky to have you. You can stay here as long as you like. I have a room in the barracks. You're welcome to use it. Really? Absolutely. Thank you. Not a problem at all. Keep up your training. And not just with your sword either, but with your mind too. The library here is invaluable. Make sure to use it. You do know how to read, don't you? Of course I do. My father read to me every night. Good. I expect you to have read through all of premises by the time I get back, and there'll be a test. I'll be ready for it. Okay. They're going somewhere with that character, and I'm really interested to see where that goes. She's going to be a very major character later. I just get this feeling. Jericho used to be a lot quieter before the bridge to Mount Sinai was built. There were some guards here, a handful of judges, but mostly just prophets and oracles and their engineers and builders. A lot of judges went back home to be with their families. The war was over, or so the Council of Judges proclaimed. Who knows how long the war had been going. Certainly for as long as I've been alive, and if the Holy Scriptures are true, for as long as the first Indanites opened their eyes. The Canaanites were believed to be finished. Finished judges and soldiers could finally find some peace and rest. But now? With the bridge built and Canaanites found in Mount Sinai, Jericho has become a lot busier, too crowded for my liking. But where else can I go? I can't go back to my wife. I'm needed here. The holy mission is not yet finished as far as I'm concerned. Also, wife? It's nice to know that this religion is very accepting in that sort of way. Judge's gauntlets. Is that our first time finding any equipment? Okay, max MP and element power. That's cool. What? Has the light of the kingdom of heaven fried your eyes? Can't you see I'm busy? Has the light of the kingdom of heaven fried your eyes? I love that. Do you ever leave the kitchen, Dakon? Hey? Oh, it's you, Joshua. To answer your question, no, I do not. At least not lately. We are so full of judges in Jericho these days, we barely have the room to house them. Okay, that was something I was kind of wondering about, actually. So I sometimes see this in media, and it's kind of a pet peeve of mine when, like, you know, they say something is, like, very special, but then, like, just a few instances into the, or just a few, like, games into the series, it feels like everyone has this one thing that's super special. Like, a really good example for me is the Keyblade. Like, in the first game, you'd probably guess there's only, like, one Keyblade in existence or something, but then, like, every character has one in future ones. It always kind of bugged me a little bit. I wish there was more variety in, like, weapons and stuff. But here, though, they're actually addressing that, because I was kind of feeling that same way about judges, too. It kind of adds some more character to Joshua, because, like, all of these people can be judges, but he can't. There's got to be, a big story there. Some have resorted to sitting on the floor for their meals when they can't find a chair. What are you cooking? Food? No, bugger off. Stew again? Again? What do you mean again? Stew is good for you. It's hearty, full of meats and vegetables and barley, and you can dip your bread in it. Nothing wrong with stew. It's also easy to make. Easy to... Alright, you got me there. It is fairly easy to make. But it takes time to cook. A lot of time. What do you do in the meantime? Think up new recipes. Oh? Don't give me that look. I can create new recipes. Hey, I didn't say anything. You didn't need to. You're a picky eater, Joshua. Anyway, have you ever... I always have been ever since you were little, and I'd prepare a meal for you and your dad. Now, my father liked your cooking. Of course he did. The man had an excellent palate. Now get going, I've got chopping to do. I liked that interaction. Some of the greatest minds are gathered here in Jericho. Prophets and oracles from across Iden. Okay. Everyone wants to see if they can break the code keeping Mount Sinai locked. I don't personally know, but the rumors are dismal. The code seems to be much harder to break through than others have been in the past. Patience. And the binary decipher a collection of words from the Canaanite language and their meanings. But isn't the Canaanite language a series of ones and zeros? Yes, but it's the arrangement of those ones and zeros that's as impossible as the numbers themselves. Who started the decipher? Abram, of course, and his nephew, Lot, who was said to have studied the binary code at one time. If the cosmic creators are willing, they will break it. Huh! Artifact, okay. Oh! Oh, that is a very pretty world map. Where am I going again? That's Mount Sinai. Oh, whoops. Mass of them fell on the other side of the room. Father. Mother, I'm back. Welcome home, Joshua. I prayed night and day for you. Your arm, does it hurt? Not anymore. I sometimes feel it's still there. It'll take some adjustment, but I'm fine. Truly. If only you had become a prophet instead of a judge like your father. I'm neither. I'm only a soldier, but I'll be a judge soon. If I complete my new mission. Mission? You should be resting. I slept for an entire week. Believe me, Mother, I'm rested. Right now I need to find out what happened at the battle at Mount Sinai. Joshua, revenge is not a path you should take. What else can I do? You want me to sit here in this villa and do nothing? I can't do that, Mother. I can't be at peace. Isn't that what you're fighting for? Peace. If you can never live that way, how do you expect to fight for it? You blame no one for Father's death. Not the Atticans or the Canaanites. Your father knew the risk of being a judge. He died doing what he believed in. I respect him for it, even if I think he chose the wrong path. How you two married I will never understand. Opposites attract. For now, rest, if only for a short time. I will answer any questions you have. But for now, can't a mother just see her son again? Is that too much to ask from a Jehudan soldier with a top-secret mission? What kind of mother makes fun of her own son? The kind that was in labor for over 36 hours. You didn't want to leave my belly, but now that you're out in the real world, I can never seem to bring you back home. Now rest. There's plenty of time to talk later. That's an extravagant chest right there. Wait, we got a quest for that? Hold on. What is this? They left a map that shows where buried treasure may be located. The map may lead to someone connected to Doran's past. Interesting. We get a Koshin slot for this. A new weapon. So I guess I gotta look at it in my inventory. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. Hold on. Okay, I'll keep my eyes peeled for that. I don't think I've seen a location like that in the game yet. Young Master. By Hosanna, so it's true. You mean my arm. I was careless. Does it hurt? Thankfully not anymore. Good, I'm glad. And just what of the kingdom of heaven were you thinking? I heard you tried to fend off 10 Canaanites on your own. Have you gone mad? 10 Canaanites? Where did you hear that? Word travels fast, young master. Fast and falsely. I didn't fight 10 Canaanites. I was ambushed. I'm lucky to still be alive. You give us all a good fright. Or a fright. You know your mother? That woman is a pillar of strength. Nothing can sway her. Not a gust of wind or a torrent of rain. She was always the strong-willed one in the family. Even more so that your father, who has his anxieties. He did? Oh yes. Master Doran used to worry all the time. Some say it was what made him a good elder and leader. Although the judges and soldiers would say he was cautious. Funny, it never seemed that way to me. He always seemed like the most confident man. Confident, yes, but it drained him to keep up that confidence. It didn't come naturally to him. Besides, you were too young to notice his nervousness. You've idolized your father as a boy should. Are you sure Mother is all right? Oh, she worries about you. As much as she'd like to keep you here in the villa with her, she knows you need to make your own path in the world. This place will always be here if you need it. Never mind that. I have plenty to keep me occupied, and I like it that way. Staying busy is healthy for you. It keeps your blood flowing and your mind alert. There is never a shortage of work around here, but I don't need you to help. You didn't come here to do chores. Be with your mother. Rest if you need it. This'll always be your home. Now a day goes by and I'm not reminded of the days where you were young and your little feet would pat across the floors, and you yelling at me not to run in case I fell. And fall you did, tripped over your own 2 feet. Oh, how you used to cry. I did not cry. You could make a whole river from your tears. You were impossible, Ilana. It's what you love about me, a young master. Servant bedroom. I was kind of wondering what this was, like 4 beds in the basement? Mother, can you tell me what you remember from that day? What happened after Father left for Mount Sinai? It was so long I can barely remember. Is that true? Or do you just not want to tell me? Mother, please. When this is all over, I can finally come home and stay home. Your father said the same thing to me before he left. He said it just before he left with Lamech to Mount Sinai. They were born renowned judges. They were the most skilled judges the Jehudans had in their army. When it came time to recapture Mount Sinai from the Canaanites, Jamara wanted them to both stay behind. Really, Jamara didn't tell me that. Why? I can't say. Perhaps he thought the risk was too high. They were going underground, and fighting underground could be dangerous. So I've come to learn myself. But Doran and Lamech were adamant about leading the charge. On the night before the battle, Lamech came to me. I remember that. I was just a boy, but I remember him coming to you. Lamech told me he loved me. What? Oh, it was no surprise. Both Doran and Lamech courted me. I chose your father. I never knew that. Lamech respected my choice. He came that night to tell us he would look after Doran and ensured he would return. But Lamech came back alone. Grease struck him like a lance through his heart. He vowed to take care of me and to watch over you. He blamed himself for your father's death. He has always been like a father to me. Yes, he promised me that he would be. You are the only thing still keeping him going. Otherwise, I'm afraid of what his guilt might drive him to do. Did he pursue you again? He did. But my heart belongs to your father. It will always belong to him. Lamech is a good man, but he is not the love of my life. If only they had listened to Jamara when he told them not to join the battle. Yes, if only. Thank you, Mother. You're not staying for a meal? I would love to, but I have a mission to do. One last thing, Joshua. Yes? I'm proud of you. And your father would be too. I've talked to everyone I needed to, so what have I learned? First of all, it seems Jamara thinks the Infernos were planted and used by the Atticans. I'm sure Atticans think the Jehudans did it. But it's strange that Jamara didn't immediately blame the Canaanites. Jamara also wanted my father and Lamech to stay behind instead of leading the charge at Mount Sinai. That's odd to say the least. Why wouldn't you want to use your best judges at Mount Sinai? Maybe this retired prophet Melishi mentioned knows something about it. What was his name again? Balaam? Melishi said Balaam lives in Sidon. That's just over the Golan Heights. If I hurry, I might be able to get there before nightfall. Melishi also mentioned another judge had asked him about the battle at Mount Sinai. An Attican, he said. Seems someone else is investigating, the same information as I am. Either way, my next stop is Sedone over in the Golden Heights. So there are artifacts here too. Oh! A toy horse carved from gopher wood and sanded down to a smooth surface. This was Joshua's favorite toy as a child. His father Duran had made it for him before Joshua was born. The toy horse was supposed to represent Doran's own horse, Harpagos. Nice. Good boy, Weltall. That's a cool name. Keep watching my room while I'm away, okay? Somehow I knew it would be you. Thank you, Cosmic Creators. Get me out of this thing. The thing is called a, Mokayish. Mokaish? And it looks like it caught you good. It got lucky. Arg. Careful. Mokaish are quite sentient. They will react to you struggling. Get me out of here. You did nurse me back to health, so I suppose I owe you. What are you doing? Hold still. What? Wait a second. Huh! Thank you. Though I did see my life flash before my eyes. Good thing you didn't move. My aim would have been off. I could have, singed your eyebrows. You nearly had. We're even now, Atakin. What are you doing here, anyway? I could ask you the same thing. I'm on my way to Sedone to see a prophet. A retired prophet by the name of Balaam. I see. That's who you're after, too, isn't it? Perhaps. We might as well join forces. Did Alcondro send you? Or your father? No one sent me. I came on my own volition. Why? What are you after? It's something those Canaanites we captured said. They seem to think they had nothing to do with the Infernos at the battle at Mount Sinai. That is what you're investigating, isn't it? And you believe them. Not yet. That's why I'm going to Sedone. Maybe this Balaam can sort matters out. Us? You mean me and you? Yeah, I mean me and you. We're after the same thing, even if you won't admit it. Have you never heard the proverb strength in numbers? A proverb of platitude. Come now. I believe the Cosmic Creators brought us together for this very purpose. You just don't want to get caught in another, Makash. That would be an added benefit. I thought you knew everything. The wise and powerful Judge Beos. Also, my knowledge of Flora could use some polishing. Fine. We'll go together then. Just don't get in my way. You may be half Jehudan, but I still don't trust you. Naturally. A Jehudan trust an Atakin. What is Aiden coming to? Come, if we hurry, we can get to Sedone before nightfall. We finally get to use them together. Okay. Oh! Gained a lot of levels there. Oh, I see. Okay. Huh. This is a lot of words to say the game has an equipment system. I don't know. This feels like a little too verbose what it is, to a point of being kind of overbearing or like overcomplicating it. That's good though. Breath of Life in Frozen Waters. These are strong. What are other stats normally? That actually does sound really good. Yeah, I'm with you, game. Those do seem like really good things to go for. Why not? I think I was about saying that the game probably wants me to make Bayo's like a magic unit and Joshua a physical unit. So I think I do that and also that. Okay, so all of those are an upgrade for both of them. I will have enough to purchase one of each for each character. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, I made a mistake there. Oops. Hold on, remove it all. I thought there were different types of equipments. Physical defense. Okay, I'm gonna give that to you and also that to you. Okay, I wasted some money there, but it should be fine. Okay, cool. Well, it looks like we have like a proper dungeon coming up. This has been a lot of story to get through, but I'm kind of excited to get to more battles finally. Alright, I'll see you folks later. Thanks for watching.